Welcome to this video. I'm glad to have you on my channel. And today we're going to be talking about strategies to sell your online courses and make millions from it. So if you want to learn how you can sell your online course, probably you've created that course, but you've not made money from it, and you want to learn ways by which you can promote that course and make money from that course, then this is the video for you. Okay, so before we go or before we get started, I need you to look below this video for the subscription button, click on the subscription button, and then click on the notification bell so that you are the first that would get the notification anytime I post a new video. So my videos will be strictly focused on coaches who want to promote their courses, coaches and course creators who want to promote their courses using the power of the internet, service providers who you render services, basically digital services, and you want more people to be able to patronize you, or you're a consultant, maybe a real estate consultant, a business consultant, and you're looking for ways to sell your consultancy services, then this is the channel for you. So if you fit into any of this category, then I want you to click the subscribe button below and then make sure you click on the notification bell so that you are the first that will know anytime I post a new video. Okay, with that said, let's just dive straight into what I have for you today. Okay, so first, before you go ahead to create your course, or before you go ahead with this video, I want you to understand something. The first thing is you need to understand that course or that program you just created, make sure it is what a lot of people want. Make sure it's actually solving a big problem, because if you actually create a product that nobody wants to buy, no matter what you do, it's not going to sell. But if you're sure that you've created something that is going to change the world, something that people actually need, right, or people actually want, then you can go ahead to watch this video. Okay, so let's go straight into the business of the day. So let's talk about the online money formula. So you've created a product and you're about to sell that product and you don't know how to sell it. So this is the formula for you. So online money, or making money online, it's equals to the value you provide, the audience you provide that value to, and the offers that you give. So it's more than the product you've just created. So the product itself won't give you money if it's not valuable, if you don't have the audience to actually get to see that product, and if you're not giving good offers that will make people actually buy that product. Okay, so let's look at what this actually means. So your value is equals to the content you give and your product itself. So the content can be the articles you provide on social media, the articles you provide on your blog, the live videos you do on Instagram, the live videos you do on Facebook. All those things can come under your content, right? Then your product is the actual product you want to sell, that online course you've created and you want to bring to the market. So if your content is powerful, you've given out good content, you've been visible, right? Then selling your product would become easier than normal. So you will sell your product easily than somebody that has not shown up anywhere, than somebody that has not been visible anywhere. It's going to be more difficult for that person to sell that product. Okay, so that's what we are going to be doing in this video. I'm going to be showing you how you can get your products to more eyes and get more people to buy your product. So your audience is just the people who believe in your message, the people who believe in your message, right? So those people can be anywhere. You can get them through Facebook ads or any other means. So these people, they are your audience. Then lastly, you then give offers to these people. So the offer is just the extra you give. So aside that product you're promoting, what other thing are you giving by the side? You need to give bonuses, related bonuses. So the bonus shouldn't be too far off from the product. It should be something that makes the product better. So it can be cheat sheets, it can be workbooks, it can be software programs that will make that product even better for the person buying the product. You can also give guarantees, money back guarantees. They work wonders. So you're simply telling people that I'm confident in this product, and if you decide to get this product and it doesn't work for you, just reach me in the next 30 days or in the next 60 days, and I'm going to refund you every dime you paid for this product. You can also offer payment plans as an offer. So probably your coaching program is so expensive, or yes, it's so expensive, and you want people to be able to pay easily, right? So you can break it down in 2 or 3 payment plans so that people can easily pay for that product. So like I said making money online is just equals to the value you provide, the audience you provide that value to, and the offers you give the audience. So I said the value is equals to your content and your product. The audience are the people who actually believe in that message, the people you get to believe in your message. Then lastly, the offers are just the extra, the bonuses, the guarantees, and the payment plan that you give. Okay, so let's move into the next thing. So before you go ahead to sell that product, before you put the product out in the market, you want to know who your customer avatar is. So who is your exact customer? Who is that person? Because until you know who that customer is, you can't actually sell that product, because you might be pushing it out to the wrong person, right? So you need to know who is the ideal person for this product. So probably you're selling a product on weight loss. Who is that person who would want to lose weight? So somebody who wants to lose weight, maybe somebody who just gave birth, that's a nursing mother, or somebody who is done giving birth, and she wants to go down and look good, right? So you need to define who that person is properly. You need to know who they are to the last, right? But what I'm more concerned about in this customer avatar is the demographics and the psychographics, right? So the demographics is just simply who they are. So these people, who are they? Are they males? Are they females? What's their age range? Are they people between the ages of 25 to probably 40? Are they married? So if I'm going to be targeting weight loss, I would know that, okay, these guys are married because they mostly giving birth. So, most of them would be married, right? So, the device they use and the location they are mostly based, right? Another thing about the psychographics is I want to know what they are interested in, especially if you're going to be running Facebook adverts. If you're going to be running Facebook adverts, you want to know their interest. You want to know the experts they follow, the kind of websites they visit, the kind of books they read, the kind of community they belong to. That's maybe Facebook groups or forums they belong to, the kind of association they belong to, the kind of influencers they follow, the Instagram accounts that they actually follow. So I want to know all these things because it's going to make my marketing better. So by the time I'm ready to push out that product to the market, I know where I'm going to be facing. I know the channels I'm going to be taking my products to, right? So but what I'm more concerned about right now is the experts they follow, the community they belong to, the influencers they follow, and the Instagram account that they actually follow. So I'm concerned about, let me take that again, the experts they follow, the community they belong to, the influencers they follow, and the Instagram account that they follow. So if I know all these things, then I can channel my marketing to the right direction. So aside running ads, if you want to run ads on probably Facebook, then you need to understand the demographics properly. You need to understand the psychographics properly. But for the other ways you can promote this product, yes, you need to understand the demographics. You need to understand some of all those things. But what is more important is the experts they follow, the community they belong to, the influencers they follow, and the Instagram accounts that they follow. Okay, this will make sense when we get to the next slide. So how do you promote your online course or your coaching program or whatever it is, as long as it's a digital product? How do you promote that product? The first thing is you need to seek out direct and indirect competitors in your niche. It's going to be difficult seeking out direct competitors because most times they don't want to collaborate. They feel that you're going to take out their audiences, and maybe their audience is going to like them more than you. right? So direct competitors are just people who sell the same kind of products that you sell, and they have the same kind of audience that you want, right? For the indirect competitors, they don't sell the kind of products that you want, that you sell, but they have the type of audience that you want, right? So I'm going to give you an example of an indirect competitor. So if you have somebody who is a business consultant and they work with business owners, right? So they are just business consultants. They work with business owners to organize their businesses, right? And I am a digital person who actually helps business owners to promote their businesses online. So you can see, I can walk up to that person and say, since you have this kind of people and you don't render this service to them, so they would need my service, let me show them what I have in stock for them. So you can see that indirect competitors will be more open because they don't do the same thing. They don't sell the same kind of products that you sell. They don't, but they have the kind of audience that you want. So aside the product, they have the audience that you want. So you can reach out to these guys and then get them to collaborate with them, right? So this person can have a large email list. So my indirect competitor can have a large email list. Also, they can have a database of their customers, and I can organize something like a webinar for them, a free webinar for them, after which I pitch my product, right? So that's how you can work with direct and indirect competitors. So you seek them out in your industry, wherever they might be, just reach out to them and see how you can collaborate with them. Then the next way you can promote your course is to collaborate with influencers and community owners. This is one of the ways that is mostly underrated, especially collaborating with community owners. So what I do, there was a time I wanted to promote my product and I reached out to a community owner, somebody who had a Facebook group, and I told him that, okay, I have this product I want to promote, and can we collaborate on that product? So he requested to see the product. I gave him access to the product. He saw the product and he liked it, and we did the collaboration, and boom, the sales just went up from there. I didn't run any ad. I didn't do any paid promotion. It was just basically free promotion by leveraging on the audience of somebody who is a community leader or a community owner, right? You can also do the same thing for influencers. Most of these influencers, if they have the kind of audience that you want, you can walk up to them. They're humans like you. They have needs like you. So walking up to them and telling them that, see, I want to actually give value to your audience, right? So that person can be maybe an influencer on Instagram, and you give them your plan. I want to give value to your audience. These guys are looking for content. They need content. The problem is we're always feeling like people don't want to help us, or people would not help us when we reach out to them, right? Some people would not, right? But some other people would be willing to help you, especially if you can get what is in for them, if you can actually give them or clearly state what they have to gain by collaborating with you. So reach out to these influencers and let them know your plan. So if it's to go live with them on their Instagram profile, then after which you tell people about your products, that's fine. If it's for them to actually send people to you, sometimes you need to pay them off. You need to pay them for that service. Some influencers will actually take a tiny amount from you to promote your stuff. So don't go for the big influencers, right? Except you have the money to pay those big influencers. You can go for micro influencers who have 10,000 subscribers, 10,000 followers, 20,000 followers. They shouldn't be too expensive. Then you can leverage on their audience and promote your stuff. The same thing with community owners, especially Facebook group owners or forum owners, right? So for Facebook group owners, what you can do is just seek out the different Facebook groups that you have in your industry, then reach out to them and see how many of them you can do a live training on. So you can teach people something, then after which you're going to pitch your product. And because you're doing it with the community leader, because the community leader is aware and giving their go ahead, you are more likely to get better results because people trust that community leader and their trust is going to rub off on you. Okay. So the next one is set your social media profile for sale. And this is another organic way you can actually promote your product and get sales from it. So what you just do is make sure your timeline, your profile isn't dirty. And by dirty, I mean you don't have different things on your timeline. You don't have the random people tagging you on your profile, right? So you want your profile to be as clean as possible, and you want it to be that you are also focused on what your online course says. So if your online course talks about weight loss, let your timeline actually focus on weight loss, right? So let people come to that timeline and they see that this guy or this lady is about weight loss, right? If your product is about business, let your timeline actually focus that about business. We can also pin a post at the top. Then your profile should actually have a call to action that tells people, if you want to learn this, and this is the link. So that link probably takes them to your sales page where they get to learn more about your product and then even buy the product from there, right? So this is what you do for setting up your profile for sales. So after setting up your profile for sale, your profile picture should be professional. Your cover picture should be maybe a banner of your product, right? So after setting up that product for sales, your profile for sales, you then add yourself into maybe like 5 Facebook groups that are in your industry, 5 Facebook groups that you know would have the kind of audience that you want. So if you're into weight loss, you're going to add yourself into some weight loss group. If you're into business, you're going to add yourself into some business group. So about five of them. So what you're going to be doing every day is to go into those groups. Yeah, it's not easy work, but I mean, you really want to make money, and making money is not easy. So you go into those groups and you begin to share value. You begin to share good and rare value. So you can even tell people to ask you questions, and you're going to answer those questions. You can get people to, you can just do something controversial, right? Not too controversial, but controversial in a way that it catches people's attention. You can also share good ideas with them, something that is rare in your market, you can share. So when I did this at some point, I did this in a group that was about 70,000 people, right? I was going to sell my event, which was 25,000 naira as at that time. Okay, I'm in Nigeria, so when I use naira, I was going to sell my event, right? And I actually joined that group and I started posting value. So I did a video, it was about 11 minutes, and I talked about something about Facebook advertising that was unique at that point in time. So just one thing that was unique about Facebook advertising at that point in time. So I got people, when people watched that video, they were wowed and they checked me out. They checked out my profile, and my profile was well set up for sales. So that was how I actually got people to attend that event without running or paying a single dime on advertising. So you can follow that process. Yes, it's a lot of work, but the moment you do it and you're giving value on those groups or those community, you're going to get a lot of people checking you out, and you're going to get a lot of eyeballs on, maybe a lot of people going to your sales page to check out what you have to offer because you've given them value upfront in a Facebook group, right? You can also do that on Instagram, but for Instagram, there are no groups. So you follow top people, the top guys in your industry, and comment. Those top guys that you know, they have your kind of audience, have the audience that you want. Comment intelligently on their post, right? So they make a post, make sure you comment intelligently. You're not doing any self-promotion. Whatever you're doing, it's subtle promotion. Nobody will know that you're promoting anything. You're just educating people. And because you're educating people, they would want to check you out, and make sure your Instagram profile is set up to actually get the sale in. Because when people check your profile out, they either want to click to your sales page or opt into your mailing list. So your profile has to be set for sale, right? Then the fourth one is use your timelines to good effect, right? So a lot of us don't post on our timeline. We don't post what we do on our timeline, basically because you don't want some family members to know what you do. We are not really confident about what you do. I mean, if your product is a solution provider, right? If that product is going to provide a solution to somebody, then there's really nothing to be ashamed of. You need to promote that product on your timeline, get more people to see it. So that's why I always tell people, try to add friends that are in your industry. So you're not just adding random people to your as your Facebook friends or following random people on Instagram. You want those people that you follow or follow you to be within the circle of the things you do, right? So that by the time you post things, they can relate with those things. So it shouldn't be mostly random family members and random friends who don't really care about what you do. You need to start adding up people who care about what you do, right? So you need to use your timeline to good effect. Tell people stories. Tell people about your struggles. So how you struggled, what you discovered that changed the game for you. And then let them know that if they want to discover the same thing, then they need to get your products, right? So use your timeline. Tell people about your day-to-day story and connect those stories to your product. Then finally, run ads. I mean, if you want to really scale your business, you want to scale, you're making 6 figures from all these other means, and you want to get into 7 figures, you want to reach more audience, then you need to run ads. You need to learn how to run ads on Facebook. You need to learn how to run ads on Instagram. You need to learn how to run ads on Google. It might just be Facebook or just Instagram, or Facebook and Instagram. Then push those ads, spend money on ads. And if you've made 6 figures from all the other methods, pull out some funds from the money you've made and push out your ads so that you can get to reach more people and then make even more money. So if you follow these steps to promote your course, I believe you're going to get a lot of people to buy that stuff, especially if that product is solving a big problem, right? If that product is solving a big problem, like I said from the beginning, if your product is not solving a problem, you're just creating a product for creating sake, nobody's going to buy no matter what you do. Even if you use influencers, you might get few sales and that ends it, right? But if your product solves a problem, a big problem, believe me, you use the system, reach out to people, reach out to your indirect competitors. And one thing I missed out, I need to say this, one thing I missed out was, while you're reaching out to these indirect competitors, you're reaching out to influencers, make sure your profile is tidy, right? These guys, before they reply you, they check you out. They want to see how serious you are about your business, right? So before you go ahead reaching out to anybody, make sure your profile is very tidy and in order. So if you're on Instagram, make sure you have good posts on your timeline. You have your sales system all set up. You want people to come to your profile and know that this guy or this lady is ready for business, right? Because if your profile is not tidy, believe me, those guys might not reply you. But if they come and they see a tidy profile, they know that this is the person I want to collaborate with, and they're going to reply your DMs. Okay? So these are the strategies you can use to sell more of your courses. I'll be putting out in the next video where I'll be talking about sales funnel that you can use to sell your courses. So what kind of sales funnel will help you make more money from your course? And that video is going to be dropping soon. So make sure you subscribe and you turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss the next video. So I'll be seeing you in the next video. My name is Aiko Kole, and I'm actually rooting for you to begin to sell more of your courses. So I'll see you in the next video.